At Gulf Coast Weather Solutions, we focus on delivering reliable weather forecasts. Our new app provides reliable weather updates and alerts no matter where you are. With real-time weather alerts and warnings, you can stay informed and prepared wherever you go. Download the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app today on the App Store and Google Play and stay connected no matter where you are.
Good Monday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Johnny Lively here to do our Monday morning show, which is sponsored by HB Neal Construction. Looking over here on radar, sponsored by Dana Simmons Real Estate Team. It is awfully quiet this morning. Nothing going on. Everything is well to our east after all the rain we had this weekend, setting the stage for a nice sunny day today. Here's the last 6 hours of satellite. Again, look at all the showers and thunderstorms well to the east in Alabama, Florida, and even parts of Georgia as well too. But not much going on here. Not even a cloud in the sky as of right now here into our region. Here's the current temperatures across the United States. Look to the farther into the north. Bozeman over there at 30 degrees. You got Minneapolis at 45, Oklahoma City at 58, and you start getting down into southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana. We are into the 50s. The further inland you go, along Interstate 10 is into the 60s, and down towards the coast into the mid to upper 60s. A little bit warmer over there towards Galveston and Crystal Beach, currently at 70, 73 degrees. Construction outdoor forecast can't get any better. Plenty of sunshine. You're doing anything outdoor-wise, there's not going to be no problems with any rain. Plenty of sunshine. We start out into the 60s, get into the upper 70s later on at lunchtime, and eventually by this afternoon, we get into the low to mid 80s. This is what we're dealing with. We've got an upper level flow, right, sponsored by Neutron Electrical Services. We can see, you look towards the Texas Panhandle, that is our next front. That's going to give us 50 to 60% coverage for some rain, but the biggest story that this is going to do is bring in lots of dry air and some cooler weather. Here we are on Wednesday. Notice this is coming down from the Dakotas. Chilly, chilly weather coming all the way down into southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana. Lots of dry air, cooler temperatures on the way. We'll show that in a second. But watch all the moisture that we have that comes in on Tuesday. So a little bit of a round coming in on Tuesday. There's that green, but watch all that dry air that comes in. This is going to give us clear skies at night. That means those morning lows, or overnight lows, I should say, are going to be rather chilly. This is the coldest temperatures we've had so far this fall. Cold front comes in later in the day on Tuesday evening. Look at the lows on Wednesday morning at 50 degrees. Gets even cooler than that. Look at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Our cooler things moving all over the place there, wasn't it? 48 degrees on Thursday morning, 43 degrees Friday and Saturday. It is definitely going to be nice and cool. Trick-or-treating this Friday. Going to be a little chilly, no doubt about that. Big difference what we saw last year on Halloween. Here's our futurecast today. Not going to be too much, really just a quiet, calm day. Had some patchy fog this morning. That's going to really kind of burn off, and once we get closer to 9, 10 o'clock this morning. Biggest story that we're going to watch is to our north coming up on Tuesday. There's that boundary moving into our region. We can start seeing some showers into the Huntsville and Conroe area a little bit after the lunchtime hours, 1, 2 p.m. That's going to continue moving into southeast Texas, southwest Louisiana once we get closer to 5 p.m. So mostly of this line is going to be mostly made up of showers, but we can have some isolated storms in that as well too. Rainfall coverage should be pretty low, less than an inch of rain, what we're expecting. Once this moves through, clouds are going to move through as well too, because remember, that dry air is going to be sinking in overnight on Wednesday, making for a really nice forecast the rest of the week. Friday night football looks great, but look at all this. This is just some high clouds that move in on Thursday, lots of dry air the rest of the week. That's going to be really nice. And here we are looking at the high temperatures today, mainly going to be into the low to mid 80s. Down towards the coast will be into the 70s. So if you're going to the beach, it will actually be pretty nice. Here's our overnight lows. You see further to the north again into the 50s along Interstate 10. Very similar to what we saw this morning, into the 60s and down towards the 70s as you get closer to the coast. That's sponsor of Switch Electric. We've got a very powerful hurricane in a very sad situation that's setting up for Jamaica. This is now a Category 5 hurricane. You can't make this up. This is a worst case scenario. Jamaica is going to be looking at 20 to 30 inches of rain, and now going to be dealing with a Category 5 making landfall later on tonight into Tuesday morning. So this is a Category 5. We'll make landfall later on tonight into Tuesday morning. Then we'll move towards eastern Cuba as we get into Tuesday into Wednesday morning. likely as a Category 4 hurricane when it makes landfall in Cuba, if not a Category 3, still going to bring devastating winds, storm surge, and flooding in this region as well too. Then it's into the Bahamas as we start getting into the middle of this week, and it starts going out to sea. But what this is going to do into Jamaica and in parts of eastern Cuba is just absolutely sad and devastating. You can see this on satellite imagery. I mean, this is textbook. Look at this, a perfect circle. Looks like a donut. This is just telling us this is a hurricane that continues to rapidly intensify. We continue to see the pressure drop. Before I started the show, it was around 917 millibars, and I've already seen some updates. It was already dropping down to 913. So this is still rapidly intensifying. Just a very horrible situation that's setting up for Jamaica. Heavy, heavy rain and strong winds going to be in Jamaica for the next couple of days. Just, you cannot make this up, how sad and devastating this truly is. Here we are in southeast Texas. Again, that cold front moves in Tuesday evening, getting us 50% coverage, and then cooler weather is on the way. Look at Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Our highs are in the 60s on Wednesday and Thursday. Look at those morning lows Thursday and Friday morning. Friday night football can't get any better. Trick-or-treating looks great as well, too. A little chilly. And then southwest Louisiana, a little bit better coverage on Tuesday evening as that front moves in, but the biggest story is going to be those cool temperatures that will be moving in the rest of the week. So thank you all for watching the Monday morning show. We got a little bit different format today. We're having some technical difficulties. Had to put some clouds in the background, make us look fancy. We're going to keep making sure we make this look a little bit better, so I apologize with the format this morning, but thanks for watching the Monday morning show. Have a good Monday. Lucas will have our next video later on this evening. I will see you again Tuesday morning. Have a good one. Thanks again.